Hello and welcome to the MP Tech Group. Back out in the shop. My catch line, back out in the shop with a massive project here. Probably one of the biggest physical projects we've ever done. It is a linen sortation system. Our customer is here in the Midwest with us, and they do linen for all kinds of weddings and events, and they make the linens and then they take them to the site. It gets used for the event, and then they gather all the linens back up dirty, bring them back to their shop, and they receive them back in from that particular customer, and then they sort them, and then they launder them, and then they reuse them. So when we first went in there, the first thought that was in my mind was, oh my gosh, you're going to put RFID tags on all these linens, but they already have them in all the linens. So that really made things a lot easier. So I've got George, I've got Jake here with me, two of the 6 players in the company that have been working on this project. We had this conveyor built, purpose-built for this. We have our PLC controls with the HMI right behind you, George. On the other side over there is a massive control panel that's got all the motor drives for all these motors that run this thing. The RFID reader, which is a Zebra FX9600, our normal one. There's 1 or 2 antennas inside of here. Two inside of here. Metal, as you can see. Not all bolted together yet, but metal. We're going to deliver this next week to the customer. It is 40 feet long, ish. And it's got 7 divert stations back here. So there's these paddles that divert the linens into these. That when it's live at the customer site, it will not be on a pallet. We left it on the pallet so we could get it back out of here. It'll be down on the ground, so it'll be much lower. And these will be lined up. There's 14 diverts, 7 stations that divert either way.
Correct.
And our system will go up to, the customer actually has a cloud software system already built, and we'll get the list of all the linens that we're expecting from that batch, and then we'll process them through here. We index this conveyor down one at a time, run it through the RFID reader, and then we divert based on which linen goes into which tote. So there'll be 14 of these totes. Right now, what they do is they have an RFID box, and they wheel in a container, a laundry basket of linens. They read them, so they receive them, but then they start throwing them on the floor in piles, just like you would sort your laundry. So with this, we'll be able to index them through. How many an hour are we running?
Roughly 1,200.
1,200 an hour. So there's about 3-second delay of each pulse. We'll run them through, read them, sort them, and then tell the host system we got what linen back, and we'll put them into the right. So they're already sorted once they run them through here. Okay, so enough said about that. George, why don't you start this?
Sure. So everything's pretty much controlled off this main screen. I'm starting. Button says system ready to start. Push to start. You push and hold for about 1.5 seconds. And it'll start indexing.
Right. Okay, so we're going. There's paddles in here, and they're about 3 feet apart, just big enough to hold, right? One of these that has the RFID tag already in it. So the operator, and this will be lower, will be, and I'll do it. How about that?
That'll work.
Be throwing it up in here. Yeah, let's throw them all. Let's put them all in there. As you can see, about as fast as one person, maybe 2 people, can do it. We'll index them down. They've gone through. They've been read. You can see the screen is lighting up with these, and then they'll start diverting. Anytime now.
They will. Yeah. One more. It's not going to go into the one we had.
There's 7 stations. There goes one of them.
And then one of them didn't get a read. So
there you go. So the end is a jackpot.
Correct.
And actually there are some, and we should talk about that, there's some metal tablecloths in here. And we're reading these to some degree, right?
Those no, but the other ones yes.
Okay. So these we're going to jackpot, which means we sorted them. Because all these metal ones that won't read will just end up in the jackpot at the end.
They'll have to hand scan those.
And then they'll have to scan them into their system by hand. Okay. So this project has everything. I mean, this massive conveyor. You can see the stack light flashing green. PLC programming done by you, George. All the CAD drawing, most of the build, a lot of the build done by you, Jake. Brandon did the PC programming that goes with this because we have to talk to the RFID reader as well, and your PLC program's got to communicate with that, and we have to talk to the cloud software.
Correct.
So all of that in this project, it's a doozy. We're glad to get it done. We're going to be glad to ship it out next week. We're capable of big project work. That's what we wanted to show you. So emptechgroup.com, always the best place to reach us. Thanks for your time today.